Raka, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Janine, hey sweetheart. How you doing? Bill, hello. You're a new timer. Ain't seen you. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, kicking your shit around here. I'll wait for see who's gonna pop in here. And Marsh. Oh, I gotta smurf you up. So what's up, everybody? Everybody having a good night? It's a late night, that's for sure. I got a little something going on here. Cheddar, what's going on, my buddy? I'm just sitting here doing my shit. I got tomorrow off, so I can stay up late. I wanted to show you one of my screw ups. I've totally made a complete rookie freaking mistake last night, but it was getting late. B&B, how you doing, buddy? No, I'm not pouring yet. Tomorrow I gotta do Popeye and Bluto tomorrow. I'm gonna show you that in a few minutes. I'm just letting see who's gonna pile on in here. But I want to show you one of my screw ups first. I've told everybody from the get go. Not only going to see me succeed, but you're going to see me fail too. And I'm going to share one of them failures with you because it was a total rookie freaking mistake. Wow, everybody jumping in. Awesome, awesome. I appreciate all you. You guys are great. I love the encouragement and everything that you're giving me for the shorts that I'm doing for the little tiny ship rounds that I've been doing over here on the corner here. See those? All right, there's a reason that this bottle is sitting here. And I'm going to share that with you in just a second. If you do any sand casting, you know what this is for. All right, let me reach over here without trying to knock my freaking thing over. All right. No, I'm not chafing, but I am not against using it for chafing. No, nobody likes swamp ass. But there is a thing that we use this for. Now we see, I got this one all set. You can see how it's nice and white and powdery. Yeah, that's because I used cornstarch between the frickin' mold. So, Bluto is ready to go pretty much. I haven't, cut down where I'm going to pour in yet. And I got to put in some air vents on the sides. But Bluto is in there. He's ready to go. He's looking good. I got the feet all straightened out. I got the problem the the small issues that I was gonna have. I got those all straightened out. So Bluto is ready. I might cast him again. I mean, I'm probably gonna do another sand cast of him. But here is my rookie mistake. Let me bring it down here a little bit so you can see. Like I said, I'm gonna share all this shit with you guys. All right. I was doing Bluto and Popeye. What I forgot to do was put powder in between. Total freaking rookie mistake. So now I'm going to have to start from scratch and do this over. And we're going to have to break out Popeye. Where the hell did I put Popeye? I got him up here somewhere. But I'm going to have to do Popeye over because I did a stupid. Yeah, it's to prevent the sands from sticking. You know, because when you have two sets, I mean, you pound it all in, you know, and you powder your piece, so your piece comes out. And then when you go put those together, you put a nice thin layer of powder over the top of it, and then you put your sand in, you know, from this side, and that way, you know, the sand pulls apart. But I did a big boo-boo. Total rookie mistake. But he does look like he's going to come out. He looks like he's going to come out good. I don't think that pipe is going to make it. So I'm going to have. I got a plan for the pipe, so I'm not worried about that. But let me get Bluto out of the way here, because I don't want to go screwing this up. Bluto's good to go. Need to find out where I put Popeye. I know I got him here somewhere. Oh, there he is. He was hiding. Yeah, his pipe didn't make it, but I got a plan. I'm going to take a little piece of shot, and I'm going to drop it down in the dirt, and then I'm going to make a little tiny pinhole that feeds to that little piece of shot. And we're going to see what happens. I'm going to have to make it bigger than what it actually is, but I think that it'll just be some very, very fine work to file it down and get it cleaned up. Humble, what's up, brother? Tim Ivans, hey, how you doing? Let's make you smirked up. I like everybody to be blue. T-Bird, what's up, buddy? I know it was way past your spot time, so I didn't think you would mind if I came on tonight. I know you've had a lot of stuff other going on. Man, you guys are awesome. Chatter, Tim, T-Bird, B&B, Raka, Humble, Deneen. Oh, I appreciate y'all. Hey, Katita. It's not in the secret. It's not a secret, honey. Don't worry about it. Alaskan, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you, my friend. All right, so I was thinking, you know, I'm going to do this right in front of you, if you don't mind. Let you get a kind of an idea of how I do this stuff. I know I do have a couple videos out there that actually show you how I make a mold. Fire guy, hello, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Let's check you out. Joined 5 years ago. No subscribers. What are you up to? What do you do? What do you do for your page? Well, you know what, Fire Guy, I'm gonna get you subscribed up. I'm gonna turn you blue. We're gonna get you subbed up with some people. That's why I like everybody to be blue. You can all see each other. You can all talk to each other. You can all check each other's channels out. You know, that's if you want people. You know, maybe you don't. All right, let me get my drawer here. Get some of my clay tools. All right. All right, I got way too much crap on my desk right now. Curtis? Where's Curtis at? Hey, Curtis. All right, where's my frickin' spoon? Oh, there's my spoon. Let me get this over here. Like I'm telling you, I got way too much going on right now. But I got tomorrow off, and I want to get these babies poured. Now this is going to be a little bit of a cheat, you know, like I did last time. I'm going to scrape off some of this, and I'm going to make a nice little gouge where Popeye is going to go. Because I want that to be nice smooth sand. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Make a nice little gouge. This one's a little harder because of the posts. Yeah, it's kind of a really nice kitchen knife to be doing this shit with, but actually I got this set really cheap. So it's nothing I'm worried about. Alright, y'all just do your little chitty chat. Y'all have fun for a minute. Alrighty. I'm gonna put on a freaking pair of gloves. Cause this shit is nasty. I put a little bit of music on for you, but every time I do, I get freaking nailed for copyright shit. Alright, now I got a little bag down here. that I use for my piece that I'm going to have. So what I'm going to do is throw this one away because it doesn't zip anymore, but this one does. So let's put some powder in the bag. Let's find Popeye. Where did I put Popeye? There he is. Put Popeye in there for a little dip. We want Popeye to get a nice little coating. Are we allowed to have music in lives? I mean, I did it one time, and I had actually used a YouTube mix. You know, that was on YouTube. I just had them run through my mix, and it played like Jimmy Buffett, and I had Toby Keith and Kid Rock. Obviously, Toby Keith and Jimmy Buffett didn't complain, but Kid Rock did. So I had to fight it, and once they figured out, you know, this was at, you know, a YouTube stream being played on a YouTube video, they dropped it, or he never bothered to even do anything about it. So yeah, this is a free country until you come to copyrights, Gatita. It doesn't work that way. Infringe on somebody's copyrights and you see what happens. Alright, let me get that out of the way. I got some fairly loose sand here. Y'all seeing this? I got you right? Alright. We're going to put some nice loose sand in there. Put it up. Make it nice and soft. I want it to be soft. I'm giving away a little secret here. Most people start from scratch. You know, where you just empty the molds out altogether. You know, this is a little trick that I came up with. Stops you from having to do all the work because this is already nice and packed. I mean, this is perfect. All you need to do is make sure that the center is good for what you're going to use. All right, now this is the hard part because Popeye is obviously 3D, but he has different shapes, different sizes, you know, different lengths. I mean, the leg comes out further. I mean, if you look between the leg, here, let me get a pointy tool. You know, because I had this problem with Bluto. Now you see that spot right there, in between Popeye's leg and his foot. That is called a negative. No, that is called a positive draft. Now, when you pour something like this, you want to have a negative draft. See, if I try to pull that foot out of the sand, it's going to take all that dirt that's supposed to be right there, and I'm going to wind up with a big clump of silver. So, I mean, you got to do these just right. I mean, this is not an easy thing to do. Believe me, I spent 10 years working for a fiberglass company, and we did fiberglass molds. I actually made the roof that is sitting on Myrtle Beach International Airport. So, I mean, we did columns, we did, everything for like all these uh, major commercial buildings. So we're gonna stick Popeye in there, just like that. That doesn't look too bad. But I worked for Spalding Craft in Safety Harbor, and we were responsible for some major buildings all over the country. And then I left for love. That's what got me. That's what actually got me here to Fort Myers, Florida. I left my job. I left my house. I left everything up there to come down here. It lasted about 3 years, and then it went kaput. And I'm still here. But that's the way shit works. Alright. Now this one here, I think I'm actually going to bust this out. Because I want to do this a little bit better than I did last time. So I got the base, I got the one. That's good enough for me. Now I'm going to do a little slide around Popeye. Just enough to get some of that out of there. And I'm going to roll all this anyway. When I'm done. It's all going to get rolled. I just want to get some of that excess off of there. Make sure that he's seated in there pretty good. Alright, he looks pretty good right there. Pack down just a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to go over this with a roller and everything else. And actually, I'll do it like once or twice. Because when I had Bluto, I had the same problem with the foot. He pulled out the dirt. So I added a little bit more dirt, and then I would kind of like wiggled him out so it stayed in there. This way, this is why I want to show you, exactly what I'm doing on this one. I mean, it's pretty. Let's just say it's not easy. That's all I'm going to put it as. Now the part I forgot. We want that all nice and coated with powder. This is why some of the times you'll look at my desk or something like that and you'll see all this fog everywhere. Oh, that's a good one. All right, that's good enough. Make sure the face is clean. Face is clean. All right, so now we're gonna put the top one on there. So we got Pluto in a box. All right, so now we're gonna take some dirt. I'm gonna bust it up a little bit just by finger. When you pack this stuff, I mean, look at that. It gets packed. It gets packed nice and tight. So I'm gonna bust this up a little bit, just my fingers. Yeah, if you want to snort baby cornstarch, actually, that used to be a cut back in the day. Not to get back, not to talk about that or nothing like that, but Yeah, it used to be a cut back in the day. A little bit of baby powder, bust up them rocks, double your money. Oh, I didn't say that. All right, now let me get this big thing out of the way. It's all busted up. The screen's starting to fall apart. I've got some extra wood from when I did the pan. Oh, look at that! Freaking handle just broke off. Piece of garbage. Anyway, well that works fine for me because I'm actually gonna pull this piece of screen right out of here, and I got some extra wood from when I did Humble's painting shovels. So I'm just gonna like sandwich this in between a little bit of wood. That way I can just use it as like a grater. But yeah, let's get this thing out of here. All right, so now I got a bunch of nice soft sand, soft clay, soft sand. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I got my powder in there this time. So we're just going to give a nice little pack around Popeye. Make sure we get in there real good. Like I said, I'm gonna roll it afterwards. I'll roll both sides actually, because the other side still has a little bit of soft sand in it. Yes, I'm still casting Popeye. This is the second shot. See now that I've got all the nice, pretty sand around Popeye, the rest of this can just drop in there because it's just fill. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be sifted. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just needs to pack in there good. So we're going to pack this all the way to the top. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way for now. Leave these over there. Use all the sand. Get it in there. And what I like to do, which makes it a little bit easier, you stand up, pretend you're doing CPR on somebody. You know, pack that son of a bitch. Really pack it in there. Breathe, motherfucker, breathe! Come on! You ain't dying on me yet. Alright. These things are a pain in the ass. I need to get like one of them stainless steel rollers that the bakers use. I know some of them use stainless steel. Most of them are wood. But you can get a stainless steel roller. They're a little bit more expensive. Or aluminum roller, rather. Nice and tight. You're putting your weight into this. Alright. Actually, it looks pretty freaking good. So we're gonna slice off this little extra with the pretty kitchen knife. No, I'm not married. Nobody's gonna yell at me. This is my shit, so I can use it if I want to. it up just a little bit. I want to make sure that where I'm going to pour is nice and packed as well. Now I'm going to flip it over. Get rid of that other stuff. I don't want that powder. And the only place I'm really concerned about is where Popeye is at. I mean, because all down here is already nice and hard packed. The only place I had, anything that was soft on this side was exactly where Popeye was. Alright, so now we're going to roll that out. Let's give it a nice little compression. It's more than 5. Breath, breath, breath. We're about there. All right, I'm gonna get rid of these damn things because they're getting hot and sweaty, and I'm not gonna need them anymore. Alrighty. We're back, and we are ready to reveal what might or might not have happened. Now, if you watched me the other night last night when I did Bluto, when you looked inside the mold with Bluto out of it, it actually looked like Bluto was a figure, even though it was an indentation. I mean, when you see that, you know you got it right. Do you ever see those face things? I mean, I remember when I was a kid, my mom had one. It was Jesus, and it was concaved, and the face would follow you throughout the entire room. It's like wherever you walked, he was looking at you. And you'd always tell me, she's like, Jesus is watching you. He's watching you. Yeah, smash that like button. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm at what, like 416, 417? So 500 is going to be coming up pretty soon. And I am really short on hours. So you could all do me a great favor. When you get off of here tonight and you're going to bed, just put on one of my lives and just let this son of a bitch run. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to pay attention to it. Just turn on one of my lives and let it run. Give me some hours. I'd greatly appreciate that. All right, is anybody new came in? Let's get back to where we're at here. Oh, looks like everybody, people. Awesome, awesome. B&B, Cheddar, T-Bird, Deneen, Rasbobo, Raka, Cheddar. You guys are awesome. I love having nice people. Yep, Tim. Sorry, I didn't mean to overlook you. Try to get 333. What you got going on? Let's see who you are. 11 years ago. All right, so you're obviously a good person. Where am I at? I'm at humble. Moderator, standard moderator. All right, deranged. Well, I'm going to call you deranged because that's what it kind of looks like. You should be blue. Mark Jones, let's see who you are. Oh, I got the wrong one. Mark Jones, there you are. Channel activity. 18 years ago. Oh, hell yeah. You're real people. Let's smurf you up. Standard moderator. All right, you should all be smurfed up. You know, we try to keep an eye on these jackasses that come in, trolls as we like to call them. And y'all make sure that you sub me up too. You gotta sub up. You drop a comment in one of my videos or something like that. I mean, all that really makes a big difference for me. You know, I'm not one to really push on any of that shit because basically all I really want to do. I mean, I don't care if I get monetized or not, but it would be a nice accomplishment. You know, I'm not looking to make any money off of Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube. I'm really not. You know, I don't think it's ever going to happen, and if it does, it's probably only going to be, you know, something so minuscule that I'm not even going to think about it. But it is certain goals that I want to meet. I mean, what I'm doing here is, you know, good enough for me. I mean, I've got people out there wanting my pores, and that's exactly what I wanted to do to begin with. You know, if it wasn't this platform, I would have found another one. All right, you ready to crack this baby open? Oh shit! Here we go. Little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right, got a little spot here. Where did my pointer go? Well, I can use this. I got a little spot right here by the edge of his arm that I can probably just pack down a little bit lightly. This is really looking freaking good. I think this is going to come out really good. Now the pipe is going to be the problem because I'm going to have to make that. I'm so glad you guys are chilling out with me like this. This is awesome. Alright, so what I like to do is, where the hell is it? I got it here somewhere. There it is. I like to use a little bit of piece of tape. This is hospital tape too, so it's pretty freaking sticky. If I can get it off there. Yeah, there we go. Get a nice little spot. Giving away all my goodies here. I don't care. Just gonna let that stick to his back. Stick to the back of his head. And then we're gonna see if he wants to pull. No, he's not ready yet. He's not ready. So what we're gonna do, there's my little knife. If you can see, he's a little bit compacted. He's a little deep in there. Now this side came out pretty good. So I'm just gonna make a couple little cuts. Just around him there. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, you should have done that beforehand. Trust me. I'm not that new at this. See? He's starting to want to pop. Yeah, this is not an easy shit to do, man. If you know anything about pouring at all, even if you don't know anything about it, I mean, you can actually watch, how this actually works. All right. Now we're going to hit the tape again. I think Popeye will pop out of there nice and easy. Curtis, you heading out? Thanks for coming by, my friend. Look at that. Popeye came out. He doesn't have any sand in his arms or nothing like that. So this is looking pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put Popeye back in the hole. I'm going to take a little bit more powder. I think I have a little brush in here somewhere. I had a brush somewhere. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Oh well. No big deal. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll do a little rubby rub around Popeye. But like I said, I got tomorrow off, so these will be poured. I don't think I'm going to have as long as I do it earlier in the day, I think I'm going to be fine. I mean, because we have been having those rainstorms in the afternoon where, I mean, well, this is Florida, so. Oh, and I want to bring that up to you guys too. Uh, Me and Being Becky and Blue Collar Stacker, we've all got together. I pretty much started it, but Blue Collar is in, and Being Becky is in. What we want to do is get a group of all of our Florida stackers. We want to get them together. You know, I know the Florida Coin Show is going on right now, and it's like way too early for us to get anything going together. But what we want to do is we want to get everybody together, you know, sometime down the road, you know, a month or so. I mean, it's going to take a while to see who's going to be interested. But go hit a coin shop. You know, one of my thoughts was maybe the coin guy in Spring Hill. Um, Nothing is set in stone yet. I mean, we want to see where everybody lives. You know, so if you're in Florida and you want to, you know, be a part of this, you know, just email me. I mean, Cartier Silver 9 at gmail.com, right there. You just email me. Tell me. You don't have to give me an address or nothing like that. Just tell me your location. What town, and we'll see how many people want to get involved in this, and then we'll just kind of like draw a big circle, and it's like we'll hit a center point, and hopefully we can find like a coin shop. You know, we'll go out to dinner. You know, do something cool. Yeah, it's usually silver plus time. Raka. No, silver's not bubbling yet, Raspabo. Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the pour. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. Alright, so now I'm going to take a little bit more dirt. Right where Popeye is at. Well, don't worry. I will film it. I film all my pours. Uh, I need to pack this a little bit first. And I don't want to do it with my bare hand. This stuff is really sticky. I mean, once you get it stuck on your hands, I mean, it's Dawn dishwashing liquid in the sink. Because there ain't nothing else taking it off. See, now by me doing this, I'm going to take up that little bit of void that I just scraped out. It's kind of the long way around, but when you're dealing with something like this, I mean, this isn't like dropping a coin on the table and just packing it. This shit's a lot different, especially when you're dealing with something that's like 3D. I want to look up the uh, the lost wax art, because that's basically what this would kind of be. You'd be doing this with a piece of wax that was put into a sand cast, and then you make your entrance and an exit, and as you pour your silver in, the wax obviously is going to melt, and it's just going to drip out the bottom. I need to do some research on it because I would love to try it. I think it would be so cool. and it would be so much easier to do, images like this. See how that gets. I mean, that's just from. It's like having baby duty on your hands. Ew, gross. Well, hello, Kimmy TV. Could you please use English? No español. Gatita, what's she saying? Are you still here? I don't know if she's just trying not to speak or she's just saying hello. De Bosa. Fernando Pastel de Bosa. I don't know what that means. Does anybody know what that means? Gatita. Is she telling me to do something naughty? Alright, looks like everybody knows Kim. Does everybody know Kim? No, seriously, does anybody know Kim or what? Or are you all just saying hello? No, I'm not making the cake. Well, Raka, if you can understand, then you can explain. Get some of this out of here. I need those up there. I'm gonna need that. I don't need that no more. I will need that. Alright. Alright, you ready for the reveal? See what the hell I created here? Shroom Day! Why aren't you blue? We gotta fix you. What's up, Shroom Day? This man who bought one of my pores. Yeah, everybody's hanging out here. Oh, see. What's up, buddy? Yeah, they're all here, OC. They all came out to hang out. We were over at Tres Amigos for a while. And they closed up, and I said, hey, I'll go live. Because I wanted to do this anyway. Alright. Let's crack this freaking oyster open and see what we got. Ready? Feels like it's coming apart pretty easy. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can put a little bit more light on it for you. Bring it down here. I want you to see that. Because if I did it right, it's going to look like Popeye is actually a figure. Looking at, a 3D figure. Depends on how you look at it. But the back is looking awesome. I'm really happy with that. Mr. Minix, I wish you were here to watch the birth of your Popeye. He's down in there, face dirt. Now we're going to do the tape again. Oh, OC, awesome. Yeah, Jet, he hit me up. And he was asking for your info, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay before I gave out info. Well, I'm glad you struck a deal. Awesome. All right, I'll give you a holler after I get out. Well, after I get off, I'll call you. Oh, when I get it, call you. Okay. Oh, look, he just popped out there so freaking pretty. No dirt stuck to his face. Awesome. All right, now this is going to be the tough part. Well, it says I have a package coming your way. When you get it, call me. So when I get the package, I will call you. You were underneath this little heart piece, so I thought it said when you get off, call me. You know that little heart that's in the corner? Why don't y'all hit that little heart? Give me some love. What the fuck? All right, that's gonna be the front part of Popeye. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm really actually gonna have to pull down this light to do this. So I'm probably not gonna be able to show you this because I gotta really bring in some magnification to do this shit. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of right where his pipe is supposed to be. I'm gonna take and probably run, something like this. I'm gonna take something like this, nice and sharp, and I'm gonna run that down to where the pipe would be, and I'm gonna take a little tiny piece of little tiny bead of shot, and I'm gonna stuff it down into that hole, and I believe that will make the pipe. It's gonna take some cleaning, some serious, very careful cleaning, but I think the pipe will come out enough to where, because Popeye's got to have a pipe. I mean, the little pipe that was on him, that folded over like a frickin' like a piece of paper in the wind, man. It was gone. All I had to do was just touch it wrong. So I'm gonna find the spot, and I'm gonna do the pokey and a little piece of shot, for it to be the end kernel of the pipe. Well, Renee, you better go fix that. Well, Renee and me. Can I say your name? Or do you not want me to say your name? I'll just call you Jay. How's that? Jay, go get a beer. No, I know some people get upset about names and stuff like that. I was like, oh, well, thanks for spoiling it, Rocka. Gee, why don't you just throw him underneath the bus? Yeah. His name is John. My name is Don. We have Todd. We have all kinds of different people in here. But we all have screwed up names. Some of you, I mean, I literally had Rocka tell me, like, I said, hey, dude. And he's like, not a dude. It's like, okay, well, it's kind of hard to tell by Rocka.
Now, in that, John, that is your wife, right? It's not just a girlfriend. That's your wife, right? You know, because I know I've talked to her a couple different times. I believe I talked to her a couple different times. When I first started doing like cocktails and coins and the giveaways, I think she was there. All right, everybody's coming out of the closet. Raka, is that your real name, Raquel? That's a beautiful name. Congratulations. I did 20 years and then I quit. I did a life sentence. I'll never freaking do it again. I'll tell you that. One life sentence was enough for me. All right, I'm gonna put Popeye back in his little spot because I've had a couple cocktails and I do not want to try to do this pipe thing with a couple cocktails in me because this mold is coming out really nice. So I will save this until tomorrow morning. I'll do it with my coffee. So we have Popeye and we have Bluto. Popeye and Bluto ready to go for tomorrow. Now I have to make. What do I have to? Oh, I have to make a coin for B and B. B and B, are you still here? 38 years. Good for you. Well, you're awesome, dude. Don't worry about it. And I also know Gatita's real name. I know all you people. If I sent you mail, I know you. I got your phone numbers. We talk. Yeah, 38 years. Wow. I mean, that's really cool. All right, I'm gonna give me a second. Let me get this crap off of my desk, and we'll start a new project, if you don't mind. Oh, don't fall! Don't fall, son of a bitch! You're not broken, are you? No, it still works. It's still working. Now, where the hell did my holder go? Oh, there it is. I got this one plugged in. I got uh, packages to go out tomorrow. I got two more I'm gonna make tonight because I got one going to war and I got another one, just like stickers and shit like that. But I got these two ready. One is for no, actually, I think I already have his. I got one. I got one going to Art, and I got another one going. I believe it is to war. So I'm gonna get that off to the side. I don't need any of this clay stuff anymore. Let me get this out of here. Need my spoon. And that can go back in the drawer. This is broken. We don't need that anymore. Let's put this away before I use it on somebody. Alright, now what I'm got to do now. Oh shit. Just trying to get my freaking light working right. Alrighty. Try to get that up out of the way. No more baby powder for now. Maybe I'll get intimate with it later. Just kidding. Alright, now under this desk, give me 1 second. Alright. We have air dry Corolla. It's like a Play-Doh clay. Some of it's still pretty soft. Kept it in a bag. Now I need, you can see how hard it gets. This is good enough for like one attempted pour. After that, I mean, it's garbage. I did this one. Let me come over here. I did this one a long time ago. This was my Cartier Silver stamp. Basically what I did was I just made a nice little round. And that's my big ass stamp. And I stamped it into I just pressed it into the clay. So I could actually pour that, clean it up and pour it and, make rounds like that. Maybe I'll do that. But where I was going is B&B wants a channel round. I told him, I said, I usually use FG Stacker, to do all my 3D work. I said, but I said I could probably, make you something, out of clay, and then, make a B&B on the inside, and then you gotta let it sit for like 2 days. But it gets destroyed, I mean, the first time that you pour it, so it's kind of like a one-time thing. Alright, I think I'm getting frozen up on this other one. So let me come back. Alright, hold on. Got a little mishap here. Cartier Silver Live. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're better. Sometimes my tablet, it'll freeze up and the words stop working while the rest of you are still going. it can, spread. So I would take them and I would like put them separate, put them in a separate space. I would keep them together. I wouldn't take the chance. Yeah, but if you got one that's toning, put it in a capsule. You don't want them. You don't want them touching the other coins. It's just like It's just like copper. I mean, I've shown you all this shit several times, but I got a whole thing. I got a whole handful of Indian heads that are all getting corroded. I mean, some of them are pretty good, but I keep them separate in this little box away from all my rest of my shit, because copper green is copper cancer as far as I'm concerned. And then in here, along with a bunch of my other stuff, is 82 and below. 82 has a split year, so you have to weigh them out, make sure which ones are what. That's usually, this is what my little catch-all is here, because these are all 82s and I haven't weighed them out yet. Don't ask me what the weight is. I have to look it up. I'm not that smart. But there is a difference between the weights. So if you have an 82, I think it's one or two points is difference. But there's a split year, so you have to check them out. Alright, so I'm going to try to do something like this for a B&B. I need... Oh, there's my paper. There's my paper. There you go. That'll work. It's a nice shiny paper. This is from Harlan J. Burke. This is where I buy all my antiquities from. But they're nice shiny little piece of paper that they have. Works great for clay. I'm going to try to reach in here. I know some of this is pretty good, some of it... Oh, this all seems like it's pretty good. Alright. I'm going to work with that. Seal all this back up. Get the air out of it. Alexandria. Let's smurf you up. Alrighty. You are now smurfed. Welcome aboard the crazy train. Ugh. That's okay, T-Bird. I appreciate you coming by. You have a good night. Like I said, I got tomorrow off, so I can stay up all night. It doesn't matter to me. I love you, brother. You're awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to play with this for a little bit. Get it nice and warm. Let's go through the feed while we're doing nothing. You were asking about what the weight. What was that conversation about? .0 copper. Alright, so you're talking about your pores or something that you made. That's cool. You have a great night, T-Bird. You keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on, my friend. But yeah, as I was saying before, if anybody here is in the Florida area and y'all want to get together for lunch and hitting some coin store somewhere, you know, we're working on it. We're trying to get into it. I'm going for it. Blue Collar Stacker is in. Being Becky is in. I'm trying to get a hold of Mr. B. Rose because he's just like down the street. Well, a little bit more than down the street. He's in Bonita. But I'm hoping that we can get a group together. Go find a coin store. We got to find a spot, obviously. So be interested to meet some of the people behind all this words. All right, so you get nice and soft. There you go. T-Bird's got it. 1882 copper penny is 3.0 grams. The other one is 2.4 grams. So if you got a 3.0 1992, you got a copper penny. The other one you can just send right back to the bank. Save them up, put them in a roll, send it to the bank. Exchange it for another roll. You never know what you're going to get. All right, is everybody still with me? Looks like we're down to about 8. I got a special little tool I'm going to use for this. Like I did last time. This one, and we get this one. I'm going to have to use my roller, but I need to clean this son of a bitch off first. One minute. I'll be right back. While I'm up, All right, the tools that are needed. Ugh. Man, I just looked in the fridge. I brought home some nice roast beef from work, and I got some nice slices of Beechwood smoked Wisconsin cheddar. Oh, by the way, any of you who don't know, I work in a deli, so I got some good shit. I'm gonna have a nice freaking cheddar sandwich later with roast beef. See that little trick? You like that? You put it in between two posts of equal size, and you'll always get the same depth. It'll always stay the same size. Didn't know I was a fart smeller, did you? Alright, I think we are there. Now we're going to take this nice little shot glass. A little bit more. Isn't it amazing how things are done? See, now I got a nice little round. Oh, beefsteak tomatoes. Oh my God. Now you're talking my language. Just a tomato and mayo sandwich. Some of you might not know about that, but tomato and mayo with some salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. You want to talk about something good. Miracle Whip. Oh, you lost me. You lost me now, Rocca. I'm a Hellman's dude. Hellman's all the way, man. I know down here in the South, they all like Dukes. Nah, I'm a Hellman's. Hellman's all the way. Miracle Whip is more like a salad dressing. Yeah, I gotta have Hellman's. Oh yeah, you gotta load it with salt and pepper. All right, so now I gotta do this fairly quick. I need to break out my good shit. It's all the way in the back of my drawer. These are all the clay tools that came with the kit. This is what I usually use for just my sand casting. This stuff here is the real deal. It was a big old set. Now I need to do, how am I going to do this? You got me all caught up in the middle of creation here. Oh my goodness. I need to make a nice B&B. Hey, you want to mess around with that Italiano? We give you the wire treatment. What do I need? What do I need? even got a saw in there. Look at that. I got a saw blade. All right, let's just start with a basic little pointy point. That'll work. Because he wants B and B on there. So I'm thinking if I can just write it out a little bit. B. And then I'll come in later and do all the impressions. That looks like an 8. We're gonna have to, there we go. We'll put a little lip on there. Are you seeing this? Let me bring you down a little bit. All right. Get this freaking camera straight. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't like that. It needs to be. I need to have room for the E thing in the center. So do a B. Probably shouldn't be doing this at freaking 2:30 in the morning. Because I'm probably never gonna finish it. But this is good practice. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Yeah, this is gonna take me a while. But if I go to, nope, sorry about that. Didn't mean to flip your script. I got all these other little tools with the impressions. I guess. We can take that, we can push that in there. Just do a nice B. You can use that for the lines. Y'all bored with me yet? I'd be bored with me. I mean, we could probably use that for the E. Smooth that out a little bit. There's. Alright. Let's get frickin' serious now. Ooh, I know my clay ones got smaller. Yeah, this is too big. All right, back to the clay. There we go. Nice little round piece. And a bigger one. Oh, this might work. Yeah, it looks like a fifth grader did this shit. I might have to enlist some help with FG Stacker. Now, if I can get it all. Alright, it's starting to look pretty decent now. I need to work on it a little bit more. I obviously don't think I'm going to be using this one, but you know, this is a good, you know, good practice run for me. Trying to get me to be a little bit more artistic. And I mean, I used to do all this kind of shit when I was a kid. I was in private art classes and everything else. But I did a lot more painting than anything else. I had art classes with Mrs. Covacini. I still remember her name. She was this beautiful little old woman. She had so much patience with me because I was a freaking hellion. I was like, probably like ADHD off the freaking walls all the time. But when she got me to sit down and paint, I mean, I got into it. I mean, I was really into it. Chew, what's up? How you doing? Kane's Coin. Glad y'all stopped by. I just got through going through Bluto and Popeye, and now I'm trying to work on a little piece for B&B prospecting. I figured I'd take my hand, you know, try it, you know, doing a little bit of clay. You know, because I made one for myself out of clay, but that's an actual stamp. So I'm just gonna play with this for a little bit. No, this is obviously not gonna be, you know, the finished product. It takes a lot more, but this is gonna give me a little bit of practice, so I can keep going and see if I can't come up with something cool for them. And if I can't, then I'm just gonna have to hire FG Stacker to take care of it. But I told B&B Bob, I said, let me work on a little piece of clay, and I said, you know, I'll see what I can come up with, and I'll send you a picture. Because all he wants is a channel round with his initials on it. It's like, well, I should be able to freaking do that. Maybe not. You never know. But not coming out too bad so far. B&B. You know, once it dries, I mean, this is air dry clay, So once it dries, I can get up there. I can get in there and clean it out a little bit. Awesome, John. Perfect. I mean, God gives everybody a little bit of talent. You know, you just got to figure out what the hell it is He gave you. I mean, some people can sing, some people can write, some people can act, some people can draw, some people can just be stupid and work hard all their life. I mean, God gave us all a gift. I mean, I'm a master with freaking tools. There's not a hand tool out there that I probably never freaking use. I've built my own house from freaking concrete to shingles. I wired it. I did all the plumbing. I did everything. My mom was a big influence for me when I was younger. She was always into arts and crafts, so I was always like right there. I was a mama's boy. I'm not even gonna freaking lie to you. My father probably didn't want much to do with me because my mom always had me doing something. I was cooking when I was 5 years old. As soon as I could push that chair up next to the stove, I was cooking next to mom. My father would, I'd be talking with him about something. Why don't you go just see your mother? Why don't you go see your mother? All right. I grew up with two older sisters. I was the youngest. So I basically was raised by frickin' women. I learned a lot of different stuff. A lot of stuff that's helped me throughout my life. John Camper, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? Yeah, this is a light night. I just decided to come up here. Now we were all at Tres Amigos, and they finished up. So I was going through some pours that I was getting ready. I got a Bluto and a popeye that I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. I got them all set in the sand. They're ready to go. I was doing that earlier, and now I'm just messing around with a little piece of clay. You know, B&B Prospecting wanted me to make something up for them. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I'm just sitting here practicing. Just having some fun, chatting with everybody. I got tomorrow off, so I can pretty much do whatever I want right now. Hey, this son of a bitch got a drill on it. Look at that. Got a freaking drill on it. Yeah, I bought this huge freaking set. All kinds of funky little instruments on it. I picked out like a half a dozen that I use for doing my sand cast. Oh, these might be pretty cool. I know I'm going to use one of these. Probably for Popeye's pipe. I need something long and skinny. Oh, this might be good. Let's see how this works. It's got like a little ball. Yeah, this is just wiping it out. I came up with mush. Look what I did to the bee. Like I said, I'm up here just messing around. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. But you know what? Good thing about clay is you can flip it over. Start again. Add this all back together again. Give it another squishy squish. I'm so glad y'all still hanging out. Man, we got 19 likes, 11 people still here. Y'all freaking silver vampires just like me. That was going to be the original name of my show, was Silver Vampires. Because we all stay up so freaking late. Vegas, what's up? You must be bored too. Hey, I've been talking to B and Becky. No, she's all in. You're in. No, you're not in. You're Vegas. You. No, I'm thinking blue collar. You're out there in Vegas. But anyway, we've been talking about trying to get a Florida group together. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to confuse you guys. My bad. Right? Count Stockula. Yeah, Vegas, if you want to come to Florida, we're trying to get a Florida group together to go invade some coin shop and then go out to have a nice dinner or something like that. I was thinking about the coin guy up in Spring Hill, and he's popped up on my live feed, on my feed, the past 2 days. Today he popped up. He was in the Florida, the fun show. He was in the fun show. He was up there for a little bit, and I kept popping my info up there saying, "Hey, we're all trying to get a group together to come see you. You know, give me a holler back. Email me. You know, we want to come see you." I don't know if it's going to be him or not. I mean, so far it's me, being Becky, blue collar. We're trying to get some other people, but you know how it is trying to get people to do shit. It's like freaking pulling teeth. So we're just gonna see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen. You know, it is what it is. People got a lot of busy lives. It's hard to just drop everything and run across the freaking state to go do something else. It's Cygnus, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Cygnus? What's up, buddy? Glad you stopped by. I know I see you in chat all the time. All right. We are back to square one. that out of the way. There we go. Do a little magic here. J.R. Romberg. I'm sorry. I'm new and I saw this and I got interested. What is this? We're a whole group of silver stackers, gold stackers, collectors. We all deal with precious metals. Um, I'm working on making some pours for some customers. You know, I'm trying to do a little clay piece right now. You know, I got a friend of mine at B&B Prospecting. He's a gold miner, and he wants to have a little channel round. I don't know if you know what those are. Do you? What do you do, Jake? What do you do? You just hanging out? You're more than welcome to hang out with us. But we all deal with gold and silver and old coins, you know, stuff like that. We got a whole community. We're a very tight-knit community. Anybody look them up? 2 years ago, no subscribers. You just hang out. You just see what's going on. Yeah, we are a bunch of misfits. We are the friggin' misfit toys on the island. That's for damn sure. You know, that's the one thing I like about this is nobody has ever denied. Nobody, you know, picks on you, says anything about you. I mean, it's a very, very loving and very generous community. I mean, I came in here, what was it? Probably about January. Was when I first started my page. I mean, I had it all the way back in, I think, like December or October when I started my page. But I only did that because I got tired of having like 5XY G312 slash this for my name on when I was going to comment on everybody's videos. So I gotta make I gotta make my own name. And that's basically how it started. I started watching all the channels, watching everybody. You know, I knew, you know, I've got a background of, you know, dealing with draft, you know, and stuff like that. Did a little bit of pouring in high school. I don't know what it was, aluminum or whatever it was, but I mean, it was cheap shit that they let you play with in high school. So I had an idea of what the hell I was doing when I started this. And then I started buying equipment. I started going for it, and it was like, I got a knack for this shit. And within, what, 6, 7 months, I'm already up to 416, 17 subscribers. Okay, I got a nice pretty circle again. Now, to put B&B in the center of it. Ah, here we go again. I just need a freaking stamp. A stamp would make this so much easier. I mean, mine came out so much easier. It was so much easier to do this. Bam, Cartier Silver, done. Now I gotta actually show some talent. Us cool kids come to hang out. Oh, I love you, Renee. Well, John, you're awesome. All right, Vegas, you have a good one. Oh, is Humble going on the show? Humble's good. He knows his shit. I'll tell you that. Well, J.A. Ruberg, if you collected coins as a child, no, you collected coins as a hobby and figured you'd just check it out. Well, you found the right place, dude. You get in our community and you're going to learn a lot. There are some extremely smart people in here. I'm not one of them. I know how to pour silver. But some of these guys, you can just show them a flash of a picture of a coin and they know exactly what it is, where it came from, what year it is. You know, they know everything. I'm not like that. I stockpile gold, I stockpile silver, and I use my silver to pour and make cool shit. That's about it. If you send it to me, I'll pour it. No, the best I can. Are you still in here? Come on, I'll smurf you up. That way you can meet everybody. You can check everybody out, sub everybody up. All right, if he comes back up, we'll smurf him up. Oh, Cygnus, you never stop learning. You never stop learning. There he is. He's back up. All right, we're gonna smurf you up. All right, JA. You are now smurfed up. You are blue. That allows you to go to everybody's channel up here, check them out, sub them up, and they'll do the same to you, obviously. Yeah, that's a big part of what we do is we love the history. I mean, I have tons. You know, this was given to me by Littlefoot. Well, that's a nice old constitutional coin right there. A lot of other people got half dollars. I got a good one. But yeah, it does. It's not going to hurt you to just come check us out. No, we got a pretty big community. No, and the more you watch, the more places that you go, the more you're gonna learn. That's the only way to figure it out. And I gotta say, right now, silver, 37.22. I'm loving it. When I started buying, I mean, and I'm still a newbie. I mean, so we're talking, you know, May of last year, not this year. May of last year was the first time that I bought silver, and I think I paid $27, and now here it is, 37.22. Hopefully it holds. Hopefully it holds. You know, never knows what's going to happen in the morning. It could drop back down to freaking $35 as far as we know. You know, I'm just going to call you Jay. So you got J A Roomberg up there. So I'm just going to call you Jay. But if you pay attention to all these people, watch our community, you're going to learn a lot. I think it's going to hold too, Cygnus. I think it will hold. It may drop down to, like 36.90, but I think it's going up there. I think by the end of the year, no, you're looking probably like close to 40. It's been a long time waiting. It might drop down, like I said, like 36.90 or something like that, but it's gonna keep coming back. It's like gas prices. Silver is just like freaking gas prices. It goes up and then it drops down, but it never drops back down to where it should be or where it was originally at. It slowly keeps going up. Silver is the slow little sister trying to chase gold. Which sucks because I'm going to be coming into something really, really good here shortly. So I would kind of like it to crash because I'm ready. I'm going to be ready to buy here in like, you know, 3 or 4 weeks. All right, I'm back to this damn disc again. All right, we're starting from scratch. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not nearly sober enough to do this shit. But we're gonna give it another shot. Let's try this one, see what this does. No, this is way too soft. No, 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 no. All right, we need to just do a big. All right, I got the starting of a B. Well, two B's actually. Yeah, John, I know what you're talking about. I ain't got any home projects. I mean, I'm single. I live by myself, but shit, I still got to get stuff away from the pawn shop. You know, because after my surgery, you know, I had to dip into my stack. You know, and that's something that you need to realize is when you're stacking silver, when you're stacking gold or whatever, it's not going to make you rich overnight unless you're buying buku amounts of gold or silver. It's not going to make you rich, but it is going to give you a nice savings account because when you have silver, you don't want to sell it, and it's not easy to sell. You have to take it out of your safe or take it away from your hiding place. You have to literally walk it to an LCS, and I brought mine to a pawn shop, and I borrowed low because I'm buying that shit back. But it saved my ass, you know, in normal under probably other circumstances, I probably wouldn't have that money to fall back on. You know, it makes it so much easier to have, gold or silver hanging around your house. That way, when it comes time, it's like, it's easy to swipe a card. It's easy to, just spend a couple bucks out of your wallet. But when you actually have to walk your silver into a store and say, "Hey, what can I get for this?" it makes a big difference. You don't want to do it, so you save it, and that's what stacking is all about. For when something bad happens, you blow your motor in a car in your car or something like that. Bam, I got the silver. I can get this fixed. Versus, well, gee, I thought I had money. I'm living week by week by my paycheck. I didn't save anything. So, I mean, we got one step ahead of everybody else, if you really think about it. MLZB, what are you doing in this here? What are you slumming? We gotta smurf you up, my brother. All right, MLZB, you are now blue. You are smurfed. I'm just in here having a little bit of fun. I was showing off some. I got a Popeye and a Bluto that I'm going to be pouring tomorrow, and I have a round that somebody wants. B&B Prospecting wants just a channel round, just something simple. He says as long as it's got B&B on it. So I'm trying to sit here with a piece of clay, trying to come up with something. This is my second attempt. My first one failed. Look, I even got a little diaphragm. Oh, come on. What's going to make a good circle for a bee? Maybe I got it in here. Oh, I might have one. Yeah, check this out, MLZB. Let me pull this back down here for you. Let me get this out of the way. All right, here we go. We have, that's Popeye. I gotta make a pipe for him because his fell off. But I got him casted up. We're gonna pour him tomorrow. Let me put this on there this way. I don't want him to fall out. All right. And then we have Bluto. We got Bluto. He's ready to go. I'm keeping him in the pours until tomorrow. I still got to do the inlet, you know, coming up, so where the silver pours in, and the air vents. But I was a lot more concerned about getting the main part done first. So we're gonna see what happens with those in the morning. I'm gonna be pouring those. Hopefully they come out. Yeah, this Mr. Minix, he's a customer. He wanted me to do these for him. And now I'm trying to work on just a little simple round for B&B prospecting. I like to work with clay once in a while. I actually made a nice, I made almost a perfect, uh, the Knights Templar Cross. You know, the one from Oak Island? You know, the iron one? I made one that was freaking perfect. I had it almost all set. And I got it down to the weight that I wanted because I was almost at like 1 ounce. I wanted it to be like about 1 ounce. So I got it all cleaned up and I did a press cast where the sand like that, I just pressed it into it. I just pushed it in real deep. And then I decided, oh, well, this is going to be easy. Not a problem. I'll just melt the fucking original cross. Guess what? Dumbass. Dumbass. I totally freaking lost it. I failed. So now I got to start that all over again, too. But I had like 2 or 3 versions of the Templar Cross. And it was going pretty good, too. I got pictures of it. I should pull one out and I'll post it up. MLCB, give your wife a nice little hug and kiss for me for, saving that 4 ounce bar. It's like a $5 bill, but it's made out of 4 ounces. And I saw it up there on Tres Amigos, and she was selling it. Buy it now. A bin. And I was like, I'd love to. I said, if you want to hold on to it. She's like, yeah, I'll hold on to it. I was like, all right, cool. So I said, I'll take it. I said, bin, buy it now. So I sent her the money this morning. Well, actually, like late last night. But she was so nice and so sweet to hold that for me. See, that's what I love about this community. It's like, we know you. We got you. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm still looking for a way to make a B. Oh, this shit is way too big. about that? Oh, this looks like Flintstones. Maybe I can work with it though. Oh, who put a who? Oh, it was Littlefoot, I think. He had put up a thing about the Flintstones. I don't know if you've ever heard this joke, but I thought it was freaking hilarious when I first heard it. It was, how does it go? What is the difference between the people in Dubai and the people who live in Abu Dhabi? The people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the Abu Dhabi do. Oh my god. I thought that was the funniest goddamn thing I ever heard. Yeah, I think I'm going to be calling FG Stacker. 'Cause I don't think I'm going to be able to do this shit. I just don't want to get him mad. You know, because he pours silver as well. I think, well, why can't I freaking pour it? Because he wants me to pour it. You know, you're making money on making the mold. Maybe I'll just buy a damn 3D printer. I got some shit coming in here shortly, so actually I might think about that. Yeah, I can't even get the in. Yeah, I'd say that sucks. Man, y'all must be some bored people tonight. 14 of you are still here. It's freaking 3 o'clock in the morning here. Y'all are awesome. Cygnus, you headed out? I'm sorry, I'm not watching the chat. I'm trying to freaking pay attention to what I'm screwing up. Have a good night, Cygnus. Oh, Humble, I got a present for you. Oh, sorry. Knocking everything out of the freaking whack here. Let me get rid of this crap. One second. Alright, I'm back. I got it. Let me get this crap off my table first. I'm done playing with clay. It's not gonna work for me tonight. It's too late at night, and I've had some cocktails, so I'm not even gonna bother. At least I'm honest. What do you want me to tell you? I got tomorrow off, so I'm allowed. This is for my Italian friends.
This is for the girls I don't like. Ooh.
We need that one over here. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what the hell to use that for clay. But that's a clay tool. Alright, let's get rid of that. Oh, excuse me. Goes in the back. Oh, goodness. Where the hell did that come from? Alright, let's try to make this a little better. There we go. We don't look like a bunch of frickin' hillbillies. Alright, here we go. Humble, I got a gift for you. John, you mean that? I've already got it poured for you. It's got your name on it. This is number 8. No, number 6? I think it's number 6. Yeah, this is number 6. I already got it stamped out for you, brother. You just let me know when you want it. And Mr. Humble, because of your generous offer to make my Morgan ring happen with 3D Woodworks, I just want to give you a round of applause. Now, you've seen it before. I sent you a couple of them before. You got the 45, you got the 9. Well, you got me set up with 3D Woodworks. He's going to make me that Morgan ring. It's going to go on my thumb. I don't know which thumb yet. Maybe I'll use this one because this is my insignia ring. So maybe I'll Maybe I'll put it on this hand. But I figured it's a tight 13. I told him to make it a tight 13 because the rest of your thumb is like really skinny. So if I can just get it past that freaking knuckle, I'll be good. But I got a couple nice little rounds for you now. I've had them for shit, probably about 2 months. I mean, I poured these back when I poured the other ones for you, but they've been just sitting in the bag, and I haven't cleaned them up. I didn't do anything with them, so I think it was last week I finally cleaned everything up. I got those all cleaned up. I did, 3 Cartier little rounds. I got 2 of them set aside because B. Taylor, he's already got a bid on them. He wants those. I also got my my little fire hydrant. I got that finished up. Got that all cleaned up. That's 2.25 ounces. I think that's about all the. Well, I got some other pours, but I got those in a different spot. But this is what I had handy to show you. Yeah, we'll see how it fits. I mean, he said he's working on it next. He had a video out. What was it, last week? He had 2 rings for one customer, and I said something about. I said, "Yeah, I can't wait to get mine." He says, "Yours next, buddy. Don't worry about it." I said, "It's coming." I was like, "Cool, sweet." But Humble, you're the one who set me up. I've been mentioning that to 3D for freaking months. It's like I want to get a Morgan ring. I want a Morgan ring. I want a Morgan ring. He's like, "Oh, well, get your people to call my people." And you were the one who finally broke the freaking ice, and I appreciate it. And you put up the coins to do it. So, I know we do business back and forth with each other, but I wanted to give you my appreciation right there. Yeah, I know he does great work. Yeah, my people called his, and I appreciate it. I'm really glad you like that shovel too. That was a little bit of a test. Not as much as this Popeye and Bluto. Well, we're gonna have to see how they come out tomorrow. I gotta pour them early because we've been getting some wicked ass rain in the afternoons, but that's Florida. That's to be expected. I appreciate that, John. Now just take a video of it and show it to everybody else. I'm getting close. I'm getting close, guys. Like I said before, I mean, I don't really care if I ever get monetized or not, but I want to hit that goal. I mean, because YouTube's not going to pay you much anyway, unless you're a big guy like Silver Dragons or friggin', some other people. I mean, you ain't gonna make no money. And I'm not worried about that. I want people to have this. I want people to have this. I want people to have this. You know, because my name is on it. And I want somebody to have this, 10, 15 years down the road. And it's like, who was CS? Oh, that was Cartier Silver. Yeah. Oh, he did a lot of good pouring back in the day. Like, that's what I want. I don't need to be monetized. I don't need to be shit. I just want people to enjoy my pours and have a good time. Yeah, the 500 is the easy part. Then it's the hours. Well, I'm not going to say the 500 is the easy part, because it hasn't been. But then you got the frickin' hours. It's like, holy crap. All right, honey. You take care, Janine. You go knock 'em dead tomorrow. Well, she's walking around doing videos now, so, I mean, since they did that last surgery, with the stitches and shit that they had to remove, I think she's on a good road now, so she'll be doing good. It's just gonna take a little bit of recovery. She's a strong girl, man. I tell you what. We talk just about every day, and that's a strong woman. She's gonna beat this shit. But John, I got that for you. I already made it out. Number 6. It's on hold for you. Got the nice little CS on there. It's 27 grams. It's almost an ounce. They all come out about 27, 28. So when you want it, just give me a holler. I got 2 more rounds like this. Set aside for B Taylor. Now I'll hold this stuff for you guys. I'm not worried about that. Would you trade out the heavy round for an Eye of Horus? What do you mean by heavy round? I mean, I can pour these all day long. I mean, Humble, if you want one, I can make you one. We can always trade out. You know that. You know I work for silver. John, I got it for you. Don't worry about it. Number 6 is yours. All right, we'll work it out, Humble. I don't know if I'm going to do, equal weight. I mean, that's my work. So I gotta get a little something extra. Well, I don't know. You did do the 3 Morgans. So let me figure it out. I mean, we got 21 grams on that one. 17 grams on that one. And then we have another 27 grams on that. I think it's a little bit more than 3 Morgans. Oh, I know you will. I'm not worried about it. Shit, you're my brother, man. Come on. We'll figure it out. I can get all this shit packed up for you, ready to go. I'll just have to pour another one tomorrow because this is going to John. John's got number 6. You'll have number 7. I can pour one tomorrow. You got it, Hubble. It's okay. It's. I'll send you one. Okay. I'm so glad that you guys appreciate this. I really am. I mean, because originally this is where I wanted to start with. I mean, I was buying ancient artifacts. I mean, this is actually a real freaking thing. Hold on. Let me show you. You probably already seen it all before. I know you've probably already seen it, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is the original piece. This is literally from Egypt, going back to the late period, which would be probably about 350 BC. You know, you can see it's got a hole in it. This was something that somebody wore as a charm. The Eye of Horus is actually the god of the moon. The Eye of Ra, which is the right eye, is the god of the sun. But this is the real deal. I mean, this came out of the fucking sand of Egypt. This ain't a joke. This is not a remake. This is not a remodel. I got this shit from Harlan J. Burke, antiquities dealer in Chicago. And anybody knows Harlan J. Burke's name is like one of the best in the country. And that's what I use to make this. And I've got other antiquities that I've poured. You know, trying to bring, you know, a little bit of history, old history, ancient history, you know, back to life in a new aspect. I mean, because not everybody can afford to buy something like this. But you can afford to buy something like this. So, I mean, I've got other stuff. I've got, you know, stuff from Rome. I've got a lot of Egyptian shit. But I thought it would be nice to bring back a little bit of history to you know, make it a little bit more affordable. I mean, because if you got this, you know, you can actually say, hey, this was poured from an actual freaking piece. This is not, you know, something that somebody just made on a computer. This was poured from an actual artifact. And I think that's cool as shit. I don't know about you, but that's how I think about it. Aw, I got you guys. You're awesome. No, Rocco, that's not her reproduction. That's the real deal. I thought I went through all this stuff with you guys before. Well, I know I have done it on other videos, but this is what I wear. This is a scarab, Egyptian scarab. Only 3 of these have been made. I have one, Janine has one, and a friend of mine at work has one. This also comes from an original piece from Egypt. And I can show you that real quick if you want. Now this is the scarab. Another one from Harlan J. Burke. This dates back to the late period of 525 to 320 and 32 BC. No, this was a scarab. It's an amulet. They were usually found in the wrappings of the mummies. It was to help their soul, transfer to the next life, that kind of thing. But this is the original. This is not a reproduction. This is fucking real. This shit costs a lot of money. You wanna even look? Go to Harlan J. Burke, look them up, and see what they charge for their antiquities. I think I paid like $300 for this little son of a bitch. And it's not easy to pour. That's why I've only made 3 of them. These are very difficult to clean. I think I'm going to give it another shot. I mean, with this one, this is actually a hard stone, so it's a little bit easier to pour. The Eye of Horus is like a very soft, porous stone. I was scared to death the first time I cast this. I thought it was going to break in half. But I slugged down a cocktail and it said I'm going for it. And I got it. So I have one of these. That's the absolute first original that I cast off of now. I'm not ever going to pour this again unless you want to spend some serious money, because this cost me let's just say it cost me. But yeah. But this is the real deal. I mean, you buy from Harlan J. Burke, you get the real story. This was probably on a freaking mummy. You can see the hole. They used to weave these into the wrappings. But it's just to hold something like this. This old. You're talking what? 400, 525 to 332 BC. That's before Christ even walked this earth. That's old. That's amazing. To have something like that in your hand, that's this old. And that's why I like all my old Roman coins and stuff like that. I know people don't care much about Roman coins or Greek coins or something like that, but if you want to talk about some freaking history, I've got Roman and Greek coins. Most people don't care too much about it. They all want the pretty silver. Give me a kookaburra or something like that. It's like you're missing some of the point. You're really missing some of the point. All right, are we still even on here? It's showing that I'm here, but I'm not seeing anybody's comments moving. Somebody say something to me so I can see that the comments are moving and I'm not just talking to myself. All right, I'm still here. All right, thank you, appreciate you. I didn't know if I was talking to myself, if it cut off or something like that. I just didn't want to feel stupid like going, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. All right, everybody. You want to keep going on, or you just want to give up? Because like I said, I got tomorrow off, so. I can stay up here all night with you. We can talk about all kinds of wild ass shit. Well, I appreciate it. John, at least you appreciate history. I know Ellie does too. I made a whole video just for her, because she was interested in the Roman and Greek coins. And if you look into my videos, I tagged her and I said, I'm making this just for you because you're one of the few people who actually give a shit about the old Roman coins, about the old Greek coins. All right, we'll stay up. I'm fine with that. All right, what do you want to get into? Anybody got a topic? Anybody got something they want to talk about? Any questions? I mean, we're still doing pretty good here. I think we are. It says like 7 people. Well, it went from 14 to 7 real quick. That's all right with me. We can sit here and talk. Oh God! Unless you want to go watch Kiwi. Kiwi. Oh my God! He'll sit there and he'll talk for an hour with one person, and not do nothing much but sit there and drink scotch. He's a funny little fucker. I'll tell you that. I love him, but he's weird. All right, let me load back up. Alright. I'm loaded back up. The chit chat videos, what are those? All about ASN? He's hanging out with my cat Cleopatra. Alright, what do we know about ASN? 2 years ago, 110 subscribers. He's legit. And he's not a troll. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to my channel. We're all silver stackers, gold stackers. I'm a pourer. I stack and I pour. What are you into? You just hang out, or you got a hobby? Are you into silver? Do you collect coins or anything like that? Because that's basically what we do. Well, I just looked him up and I saw that he's got videos out there. He's been on for 2 years. He's got 110 subscribers. I'm afraid to go too deep into my phone because I'm afraid I'm going to screw up the video. And welcome to the club. You know, one thing I think is really cool is, have you noticed the crossover between us and the pay dirt and the prospectors? I know Humble's probably a big part of that, but I mean, B&B and Troubled One and Cheddar. I mean, it's like we're all combining. I think that's really cool. It's like our group is getting bigger and bigger. We're crossing some boundaries. Yep, mentally corrupted. I mean, there's a whole nother aspect. You know, people who have the same aspects. I mean, they're just going for it for the raw shit. I mean, they're going out there, they're panning. I mean, they're finding the shit that we buy. You know, down the road. You know what I mean? But I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's metally. But it's nice to see the crossover. It's nice to see. I mean, I've got a lot of different Mr. Minx. I mean, the one I'm doing the Popeye Minix. Sorry, I keep calling him Mr. Minx. It's the way it's the way I read it, but it's Minix. But he's the one I'm doing. He's a prospector. He does the gold and the painting and all that stuff. And he saw me on probably B&B, courtesy of Humble, because they did the painting shovels for them. And he wants me to pour in the Popeye and the Bluto. So I'll be pouring those tomorrow. But it's just nice to see it. Everybody's getting bigger. Yeah, Rocka, I thought the same exact thing. It's like, but where the hell are you going to paint in Florida? And one of them told me, he says, there's gold in the beach. All the beaches have gold in them. I ain't going to sit out there and frickin' pan for 5 or 6 hours for, just a couple little specks of frickin' gold out of the sand, out of the beach. I mean, that's a lot of goddamn work. I'm sorry. I'd rather buy it. If you're living up there in the mountains and you're in a river where, you know, gold is, a lot more abundant, I mean, that's one thing. But I'm not going to go digging up the sands of the beaches of Florida hoping I can come across something. Yeah, but the thing is, using a metal detector on the beach, you're going to find rings, you're going to find bottle caps, you're going to find, garbage. It's the gold that is in the sand is so freaking minute, it wouldn't even come up, it wouldn't even register. And I grew up in Connecticut, and I don't know if there's ever been gold found in Connecticut, but I mean, we tried it when we were kids. We took mom's pie plates and went down to the river, to the brook. We tried to do some painting. We came back with shit that looked like gold. And my mom says, "Oh, no, that's fool's gold." I hope it was fool's gold. Otherwise, I gotta go back to see that freaking river. Yeah, metal detecting is another group that is kind of like crossed over with us as well. Yeah, boys. I know Africa is supposed to have a lot of gold. Let's check out. Let's check you out. All right, we already know all about Ellison, Asen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing anything right. 2 years ago, 110. We're gonna smurf you up. Channel activity. 9 years ago, 1 subscriber. Data boys. Why you only got 1 subscriber? You've been on here for 9 years? Well, you've been on here for 9 years, so you're legit. So we're gonna smurf you up too. Now you can go check out everybody. subscribe to them. They can subscribe to you back. You're going to have a lot more than one subscriber. Now, this is why I keep everybody blue on my channel. I want you all to interact. I want you to build each other up. Why didn't that take? No, you should be blue. I have to wait for him to post up something else. But this is what we do. We deal with silver, we deal with gold. I do a lot of pouring. You know, this is stuff that I've made. Get you back out of here. This is stuff I poured out of silver. Got 9. I've got a 45, got a 9. Got a nice little fire hydrant. Got little channel rounds with my emblem on it, CS, for Cartier Silver. That's almost an ounce right there. Cool shit like this from Egypt. You know, I have the original piece. Scarabs from Egypt. Well, that's all right. OC Stacker is like one of our biggest people in the community, and he posts absolutely nothing. He's, oh my God, how many? He's got like 270 subscribers or something like that. But OC is part of the family. He's a big dog. Johnny says, I have a grandson who recently married an Australian gal. I turned him onto how to search for gold there. He's all in now. That's cool. Awesome. I always wanted to go to Australia. Yeah, everybody knows OC. OC is a big player. He's a bullion dealer. I mean, if you want gold or silver, you contact OC and he's got the deals for you. This tube was full that I got from OC, but I pretty much melted it all. So now I gotta fill it back up. Data boys, there you are. You're blue now. I was a PMC working for France, so we were not technically allowed to have social media that much. So where are you located at? Where are you at now? Oh, and your name obviously is not Data Boys. Um, Deb Debatos? I don't know. South Africa, cool. Be careful. Not a lot of good shit happens in South Africa. Can you break it down? Can you break your name down? Like with the little hyphens and shit, you know, show us how to pronounce it a little bit. The Batos, the Bato Bos. All right, we'll just call you D. That works for me. Well, welcome aboard. Yeah, a lot of people on these channels have really hard names to try to figure out. I was laughing my ass off. I was talking to I'm not gonna say who it was, but he said all he did was spell his name backwards. No, and even if when you turn around and spell it correctly, it's still hard to freaking say. But he's like, oh, I get a kick out of everybody trying to say my name. But for his channel name, he just took his name and spelt it backwards. No, we're all hard to understand. Sometimes you don't know if we're a male or we're female. I've been corrected a few times. No, Rocka. You think, Rocka. Rock, guy, strong, rock. No, that's a girl. That's a female. I said to her one time in one of the comments, I said, oh, thanks, buddy. She's like, no, not buddy. It's like, I can't tell. Rocka. That was funny. B. Taylor, what's up, you motherfucker? How you been? It's getting late in the night. We've taken the kids' gloves off. How you doing, brother? I'll be pouring some. I'm gonna be pouring some good shit tomorrow. I got a Bluto and a Popeye that I have to pour tomorrow. Yeah, it's late. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning here. 4:05. We were just showing off some shit. I got a little gift from my buddy Humble because he set me up with 3D. He sent him 3 Morgans to make my ring. So I got a little gift going back to him. But I'm doing a Popeye and Bluto tomorrow. Let me see if I can take him down without freaking destroying him. Yeah, I got them all set up. This one is Popeye. Sit back on there. Sorry, it's going to take me a second because I want to do this very gently. And this should be Bluto. He's in there. He's ready to go. Yeah, I thought they were going to be a lot harder. I mean, Popeye's pipe didn't come out. So I'm going to have to do some finagling right before I get ready to pour. I'm not going to do it now because I've had a few cocktails and I'm not screwing this mold up. I'll wait till tomorrow when I'm got a nice clear head. And then I'll work on Popeye's pipe. Man, I would have hid. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me gay or nothing like that. But if I got a hold of a big freaking gold stone, I would do more than hide it in my underpants. I'd stick that son of a bitch in my ass if I had to. I mean, if you're talking about something that's worth freaking, $200,000 or $300,000, yeah, I'm gonna walk away with it. Shit, I stuck a gold ring up my ass when I was in prison. Sorry, probably too much information. Well, hey, fact is a fact. If you get a chunk of gold like that and you need to freaking smuggle it out, get it out, hell yeah, I'm going to do whatever I can. Or you at least swallow it. I mean, it's going to come back out anyway. Rocka. I knew you would say that. Hell yeah. You get a piece of gold that's worth a couple $100,000? I'm going to smuggle that son of a bitch out any way I can. I'm going to swallow it, stick it up my ass. I don't care. That son of a bitch is coming home with me. I can wash my hands. That's just fact. And if you wouldn't do the same thing, you're a freaking liar. Well, Rocka, I'm glad I gave you a nice little laugh. All right, let me get this damn thing out of the way. Oh my god, this is like the 5th time I've moved this thing over. Every time somebody new comes up, I pull it up and I show it. But I get all kinds of different pours going on all the time. No, actually, Rocka, the ring wasn't worth that much. It was trying to smuggle it into prison. You know, this goes way back 30 plus years ago when I was involved with this woman, and we were going to get married, but I didn't have a wedding ring, so she bought them, and I had to smuggle it back in. I did some prison time, so I had to smuggle it back in, and it was the only way to do it. I hope that answers your question. I was not always a good boy. It was a ring. It's not like a freaking bowling ball. Again, why? Because it was illegal to have. If you got caught with it, you're going to get a whole lot more. You're going to get more time added to you, or you're going to get some kind of punishment. I mean, it was a big freaking risk what I did. And I did it because at the time I loved this woman, and she wanted me to have a wedding ring on my finger. Once you have it inside the prison system, they just, when you go to another visitation, they just write down, oh, he has, a gold wedding band. You can't have stuff like that sent in. We weren't married. That was the whole point. You're allowed to have a wedding band, but we were not married. I was wearing a fucking Gucci watch when I was in prison. She had to send me a fake watch that looked, pretty much exactly like it. And then the next time we had a visitation, we just swapped it out. I'm running around with a fucking Gucci watch. in prison. That was actually one of my nicknames. They used to call me Gucci. Wow, we're getting down deep tonight, aren't we? You ask, I'll tell. I mean, my life's an open book. Did you get it yet, Rocca? You understand? All right, at least you understand. All right, so we can get past the ring in the ass. You're gonna start calling me what? What's his name? Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken hid that ring in hid that watch in his ass for 5 years while he was in Vietnam. Remember that movie? That was that was a hilarious. That was freaking hilarious. If you ain't never seen that movie, I'm not sure what movie it was, but if you look up, go ahead and look up Google Christopher Walken with the watch in his ass. I carried this watch. This is for you. Now, this was your father's. I carried that thing in my ass for 5 years. It's freaking hilarious. Look up Christopher Walken, watch in the ass. Just Google that, and it'll bring you straight to it. I guarantee you. Or just look up Christopher Walken watch scene, and it'll bring you right to it. Pulp Fiction. Thank you. Thank you. It's hilarious. No, I only had to carry this thing for about 2 or 3 minutes, so I was okay. I just had to make it through the guards in their search, and then I was good. It's the stupid shit you do for love. What can I tell you? I was young. Shit, I was only, what, 20, 23, 24 when I got in trouble. Now I'm 55. I just look back at it as like, oh my God. And I never wanted to marry her either. That's the funny part. Oh, you should go back and watch it then. If you've never seen it, you should go back and watch that movie. It's a really good movie. It's like a classic. Pulp Fiction is a classic. All right, so what else do we want to get into? How about a little preview of number 8? Would you like a sneak peek of number 8? Yeah, John Travolta was in that. The black guy that says motherfucker all the time. Oh, God. What's his name? Samuel L. Jackson. That's him. They got this little tiny hole on the side right here where you can pop up. So I'm going to give you a raw preview. Before I do the number 8 series, just because you're all hanging out and you're still here. Who's still here? I know Rock is still here. B. Taylor, you still here? B. Taylor, yep, you're here. What about Humble? Humble, you still here? Alright, let me get these off of here. You guys are gonna get a preview because I gotta have to do a short on these tomorrow. The top row is mostly Egyptian. This one I found, this one yesterday was actually a Greek ship, but that was also part. Well, it was like kind of like a Greek Roman. So let's see what this first one is. Let me bring the light down here. Y'all getting the fancy preview. You were sipping the beer. A poet and I didn't know it. Yep, you are a poet. All right, let's see what this one is. It's a pretty ship. Nice and shiny. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read these. Roman. I'm going to have to read it first. All right, it says Roman grain ship. So it was obviously a transport ship. So we've gone, basically everything here to here is Egypt. Now we had Greek, this is Roman. I have no idea what this one is. Let's see. It says the Ark Royal. Pretty ship. Man, I am so cheating right now. See what I do for you, Rocca? Alright, that one's pretty easy. I already read the name. This is the Baltimore Clipper. No, and like I said, I'm going to go through all of these. Again, I mean, this is all just a... Oh, goodness gracious. That name. Baracantine? I don't know. See, I usually look up the pronunciation. I'm doing all this raw right now. Baracantine, I think. What's this one? Oh, gee, are you kidding me? All right. I'll just say it the way I see it. Like I said, I'm not looking up any of the pronunciations of this yet. Tomorrow, when I do the short on these, I'll have the words right. But this looks like the how. I am assuming that this is going to be a Chinese ship. You know, because this last one here was a Chinese ship as well. So there you go. You got a nice little preview of what's going to happen for number 8 series tomorrow. Nobody else has seen this yet, so don't tell nobody, okay? It's a secret. Secret, secret. Yeah, I was using a chip to try to hold it up because it kind of like falls forward. So I needed to be able to tip it back. So I figured, well, freaking, I'll just stick one of my bags in there. But tomorrow, I will go through these, get the right pronunciations, pull up just a little bit of the story. No, nothing too much, because I don't want to give too much away. Because, like I've said, I'm going to do an entire series. And I decided I'm going to go straight across the top. This is going to be a long video. Because I'm going to hit each ship. These are all pharaohs. I'm going to tell you about the pharaohs. I'm going to pull out stuff that I have, you know, from their time period. You know, whether it be the Eye of Horus or the Scarab or, you know, something else that I might have. I'm going to pull those out and I'm going to show you. And, you know, when we get down to here, you know, we are talking like, I think this is a Cutty Shark. I mean, a lot of these ships here, the Cutty Shark, the Endeavor, the USS Constitution. I mean, these are all ships that I have as coins. So I will pull these out and I will show you and I will give you a background You know, I give you history. I'm going to give you history on every single one of these ships. You know, there's one in here. I can't remember. Oh, which one was it? But I got history on all of these ships. I'm trying to remember which one it was. No, not that one. Mary Celeste. That's the one I want to tell you a story about. Mary Celeste. It was a merchant ship that was found in the Pacific Ocean. Adrift. Nobody on board. Plenty of food. Plenty of water. Cargo hold full. Not a single person on board. And I'm going to get into all these different stories. Every single one of these ships have a story to tell. And I want to tell it to you. You know, because I love my ships. And if you love ships, then you just pay attention and come along for the ride. Now, this was a beautiful gift from Ron Navy. And I keep that right on my desk at all times. I think that's absolutely amazing. Your little foot. Let me show you some of this. Let me take you mobile for a second here. Now, this is obviously my desk. That's the screen that I'm reading all you on. Let me get that out of the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. Fuck it. Oh, there you go. I got you back. I got you back. That was my little holder. I got my people up here. We have capital currency. This is the freaking really expensive dude. Shit, I can't even remember his name. But we have 7 stacks, cash money, SG stacker, Liberty bleed silver, reckless metals. That's what it is. T-Bird, FG stacker, humble stacker, Spokane silver. There's another cash, MOZB, the Tres Amigos, and that's my wall. That's my pride and joy. This is all your letters, all your thank yous, all our correspondence. You know, I got a few bills up there. I got some nice $2 bills. I got some gold backs up there. But that's pretty much my desk. This is a lamp I've been working on for a long time. I got it all set. I just need to rewire it. Let me move the skull out. This used to be like a big bird. So what I did was I took the big bird because it was all made out of brass, and I melted it down and I made a big old brass. I want to make another one, you know, make out of copper or something like that. Maybe one out of aluminum. Because I damn sure ain't going to put a freaking silver bar up there. But these are old Roman coins that I have, and I copied them. I repoured them. It's not counterfeiting because they're just sitting up there. I'm not making any money off of them. But this is pretty much my area. I got my Maryland up there. It's on my microscope. Got a jar of all my Coinstar finds. But that's all you people. That's all you. That's all my friends. All your letters. I keep every single one of them. I appreciate every single one of you. Alright, y'all. We're at 3 hours and 39 minutes. So, I think I'm just going to call this. And I want y'all to have a great night. Get this damn glove off so I can do this properly. This is Cartier Silver. Y'all keep on keeping on. I love all of you. You take care of yourselves. I shall see you tomorrow when I pour. Good night.